Good morning. My name is David Angueira, and I am a senior trial lawyer here at Swartz Swartz. And today I want to talk to you about discrimination. In particular, I want to talk about mental health discrimination, and I want to talk about physical discrimination. And the two are very different, even though the concept of discrimination is the same. Discrimination basically means that somebody is treating you in a different and illegal manner from which they should be treating you because of a disability that you may have or perceived disability that they think that you have. So let's talk about physical discrimination. For example, let's say a security officer has been on the job for 20 or 30 years, and all of a sudden he develops back problems and he's not capable of doing all of the work that he used to do before, walking around the perimeter, climbing fences and things like that. Well, he's now 20 years into the job. He's a senior person. He has monitors in his office. He's a supervisor, so he can perform all of the necessary functions of his job and let the other staff members walk the perimeter of the grounds. Well, in a case that we had similar to that, there was discriminatory conduct by the employer because they believed that he was not capable of performing the job because of his physical condition, that being a back problem. But an employer under Massachusetts law is required to give you what's called a reasonable accommodation if you have a physical disability, as long as it doesn't interfere unfairly with the job. In a case like that, if the employee is fired, they have a claim for disability discrimination. Another problem that has occurred very recently, and a lot more since the COVID epidemic, is mental health discrimination. A lot of people are suffering from depression and anxiety because of our COVID situation. Mothers and fathers being at home because they have to take care of their children because the children aren't at school. And then they call their employers and they say, we can't come to work because we have to take care of the children. This is a problem across the country. But the fact is that you cannot discriminate against an employee because of their mental health. If you can provide a reasonable accommodation to that employee as an employer. And as you know, what most of the employers have done, we do a lot of our work virtually. In fact, this communication that I'm having with you is all being done virtual. So if an employer can get their employees to do the work on computers from home, and it doesn't interfere with the job in a way that creates a problem for the employer, then that's what the employer should be doing. That's what the law requires. You cannot discriminate against a person because of their mental health, because they're suffering from depression or they're suffering from anxiety, because those are common problems that the law recognizes and says, as an employer, you need to provide a reasonable accommodation for those people and help them, and cannot fire them or let them go just because they're suffering from this mental health. I hope that helps, and you take good care of yourselves.